one of my coaches, my track coaches, he saved me from going to jail for a life sentence on a conspiracy to murder, and that was huge. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when they got the phones tapped, you don't know the phones tapped. People think they know when them phones is tapped. You don't know when them phones tapped, bruh. So it was like some conversation that could have got me locked up, but luckily I didn't agree to it. Conspiracy, you got to agree to it. I didn't agree to it, and they had the phones tapped. So it went to lie about you can pull all documents. But for the most part, just to have a track coach, a high school coach who was a detective at the time, come to you and, you know, warn you and like, hey, you need to be aware of this. They're trying to bring you down, but I'm in the ears letting them know like you're doing the right thing, because I was in school for paramedics. So they're like, basically, why hold him in jail and he's in school doing the right thing? He hasn't done anything. But they basically was on me like, you mess up, you do anything faulty to go commit this conspiracy, we on your neck, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I had so many great people that wanted to see me do great things while I was still doing the wrong things, you know, going to school as a paramedic, but still selling weed, you know, taking a break out of class to go run up a bag. And then eventually when I had my son, I'm like, man, I gotta get this up, you know? And my kid's mom was like, you can't keep doing this forever. And so it's just like, turn into the right thing. Like, okay, I'm trusting that my career is going to continue to feed me, you know, working as an electrician, going to school as a paramedic, not wanting to put my license at risk to continue to do the wrong thing just to make a couple extra $100 that wasn't really doing too much of nothing, but going to bring trouble and drama. So true. Making change, definitely.
Bro, if you comfortable with it, can you speak a little bit on that whole ordeal that could have landed you in prison for life?
Yeah. So just basically one of my close friends, who basically like my cousin, he ended up committing a murder out in the neighborhood. And, you know, we always checked in on each other on jail calls, and more so he checked in with my cousin because I was always busy. I didn't really like doing the jail calls, but just me asking my cousin like, man, what's up with Relly? How you doing? Da, 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 da. And he was like, oh yeah, he doing good. He basically want to send a hit, you know what I mean? Go do this and do that. I'm like, what? Word? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But coming from, you know, on the phone, it's like, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? You're not really worried about it behind closed door. You conversating, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it definitely was a close call. And it's like, but other people just started telling, like the streets work. His girl kind of started giving out information. She actually was working with them. Like when my coach came to me, he was like, man, what's up? Like, make it make sense. And then it's like, well, she went to jail this day and got out this day. And it was a Saturday. Like, what? That don't even happen. You know? Like, I ain't never see the judge on Saturday, right? Like, so it's just like, yeah, a lot of people started, you know, talking. And they had a lot of evidence. These people talking on Facebook, they doing the most.
Wow.
People are just... They think the police aren't watching. They're always watching. They're always
like Snapchat safe. They think it's
man,
all safe.
Bruh, they read me my whole phone conversation, and it was probably it was maybe before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, but I was at work 12 o'clock, and I was like, oh yeah, that was during my lunch break. I wasn't really paying attention, or I think I was returning back from lunch. So I was like, yeah, what he was telling me, I wasn't really paying attention because I didn't agree to what he said. I kind of just like, oh, okay, yeah, and then just blew it off, but. Yeah, it was close, and it was scary because they was down, and they had some of my cousins down for other things, and so I was just like, jeez.
Ain't it wild how quick your life could change in a matter of moments?
Man, a split decision. Like when Uncle Charlotte was like, you got to avoid crazy, you really have to avoid crazy because a lot of people are crazy, and then you're crazy yourself. So it's just like, if you don't control your actions, it could lead you to some bad timings. It ended up being some timings like I was on a bridge, you know what I mean, trying to get away from my kid's mom, taking a stroll, see my best friend was on the bridge. I'm like, all right, you know, see she on the bridge, but she on the bridge with her kid's father. But he obviously has something with me just because I'm the kid's goddad, and I invest. Me as a businessman, I like to invest in my kids, you know what I mean? So my kids, they have stocks. So this is my goddaughter. Okay, I know she's a single mother. I'm gonna put a couple dollars away for my goddaughter.
Make sure
you know what I mean? So but I guess, you know, argument have broke out between the mother and the dad, and the mother may have used that against the father, making him feel bad. So I'm on the bridge, I see them, you know, hey, and he starts questioning me, and it's like, bro, I'm a man. man, bro, get out of here. He sucker punched me. Boom. I'm like, oh, snap. So now we on the bridge in public. So now I got to defend myself. You know what I mean? So I square up. He's 6'2", 6'3". I'm a short guy. So yeah, so it's like, it wasn't really working out. You know what I mean? And I would say he did give me that one time, but I took a couple swings. It's not really working out. Yeah. Me, run to the car. I'm licensed, CCW, got a strap. You know what I mean? And I could have made the split decision and basically put the strap out on like, I could take you out now if I really want to, or I could just let you know, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to take it on the chin as a man and walk away from it and let you have it. But in that split decision, it's like, of my pride, my ego, on the bridge, you know you going to jail, you shoot this dude. You going to jail. They got cameras. It's broad daylight. It's 5, 6 o'clock on the summer. It's busy. Like, and for us to even be trying to fight on the bridge.
It's a wrap.
So it's just like, yeah, sometimes you have to make good decisions and know that it's not worth, you know what I mean? So a lot of things I just started realizing, bro, it's not worth it. Especially when I got kids, like, it's not worth it.
Bro, walk us through what it's like to reprogram that train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Because when you grow up in the streets, when you around the hood, like you gotta be on your T.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta defend yourself. You gotta show that you're big man. You gotta show that you're about that life, that you're gonna stand on business, that you're gonna make it happen. And that's why a lot of them in prison from standing on business. You know what I mean? I done seen it happen too many times from just standing on business. $100, standing on business, $150. $200. I remember I was chasing somebody in the street for $200.
And that ain't nothing.
Man, nothing. Oh my God. I was trying to get him for $200. I'm talking about we ride through neighborhoods 60 miles an hour going crazy just because he took my $200. But he was supposed to give me some bullets. So it's like principle. But at the same time, and he was one of my best friends. Grew up being my best friend all my life. Crazy. So it was like, it was a lot of things behind it. Like, you grew up being my best friend. You took my $200. And I'm trying to kill you for it. Now he in jail doing 60 years because he kept selling guns and drugs to the police. So like, look how it turned out. You know what I mean? You eventually it's gonna catch up to you. So it's just best not to even do it. You know?
What's that mindset shift like though? Like how do you start to restructure the way that you think about life and the way that you see life? Because I know for a lot of people out there, especially a lot of these kids just be on shit just to be on shit.
You know definitely. You gotta love yourself. For real. You gotta love yourself. You gotta feel value within yourself. You gotta be around people that love you and believe in you. You know, for kids it's hard because they don't want to get the help. You know what I mean? Or they don't want to ask for help. For us, it's a lot easier. So like when I started going to therapy, it really helped me when I went to therapy because now I'm a man and I understand. You know what I mean? And listening to my therapist, like, you don't have to be around them. You don't have to go around them. You don't have to defend yourself. You know what I mean? And that's where we get stuck at. Defending ourselves is what get us tricked off because we feel like we always got to, you know, be a macho. And sometimes it's cool. You can have that. And to become a businessman, I'm a businessman now. I used to game bang and all that, but you making $500,000 and you think I'm about to trick my life off? Like, I got people on payroll that depend on me. So now it's like, I have a bigger responsibility. I have kids. I got people that depend on me, and you want me to trick my life off just because you over here popping off at the mouth? Man, you can have that. It's cool. I'll lead a venue. It's cool. I'll lead the whole event. But the mindset about it is like, you got to understand your worth. Who are you? Is it worth going to prison for life? If it isn't, go ahead. Yeah. Knock yourself out. You want to eat cold meals all day? Come on, man. Yeah. Cold showers, man. I've been in the county. It's not a fun place. You know what I mean? It's a difference from county and prison, but I'm pretty sure prison's not even funner. I mean, what's the difference? You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to experience it at all, and I know my worth. So once you realize that, like, okay, I want to live a better life, and then you start traveling, start seeing things, women, cars, jewelry, money. Oh boy, yeah. What? Yeah, I ain't even trying to jaywalk. But it's just the mindset. You just gotta understand your worth, your purpose, and believe in yourself. Cause you'll let your friends talk you down, or oh, you a punk, you this, you pussy, you know, whatever. them not your friends. Don't hang around them. Find some new friends. There's so many other people you can hang with, positive people who aren't causing trouble, who aren't causing harm, who are getting money, you know, who can put you onto new things, new ventures, you know what I mean, new hobbies. Why?